Dub Nation on the brink of something exciting and new. Oh, it's true. How about the Golden State Warriors? Oh, yeah. It is something exciting and new. You got to go back 40 years to the last time that the Dubs, I don't even think they were called the Dubs back then, made it to an NBA final, which they won. 40 years, and now they're knocking on the door. Last night, if you were one of the 8.5 people who stayed up till the end, good for you. Final was 115-80 over the Rockets, who are now done. No team has ever come back from 3-0 after the game. Dwight Howard, who's just not as good as he used to be. Let's face it, he gets boxed out. He lets Bogut dominate him. He's not what he was. Said, you know what? Give it up to the Dubs. They outplayed us. They wanted it harder than us. He said harder. And we're cooked, okay? That's all there is to it. Steph Curry playing like the MVP he is. 40 points, 7 triples. His record now, most triples in a playoff series. You know, if you go back to round one, you know, the Dubs were 67-15 in the regular. They've now gone 11-2. Do the math. It's an incredible run and not likely to stop. 115-80. You could have given 34.5, and it wasn't even that close. Oh my, Saginaw's D Green, 17 points, 13 boards. They could wrap it up tomorrow night. And they're probably going to play Cleveland because the Cavs, they're home today, and they're looking to go 3-0 up on Atlanta. Pardon me. The Hawks may be cooked. LeBron has been everything. Without Love playing, without Kyrie Irving playing the other day. He's averaging over 30. Atlanta, they're making injury excuses. They've lost Corver with a bad ankle. Damari Carroll has a bad knee. Hey, the Cavs were banged up too, okay? That's game 3 today. Looking like Cleveland and Golden State, as you wanted it to be. Coming up in the NBA Finals, you will have to wait and see on that one. Meantime, NHL, how about the Blackhawks? Down 2-0 to Anaheim, right? They win a triple overtime game. Then last night, after giving up 3 goals in about a half a minute, one in double overtime, series tied 2-2, as is the Rangers in Tampa Bay. Game 5 tonight. Give it up to Henrik Lundqvist. You have to. Last 2 games before the one they won, he had given up a dozen cousin. But in game 4, he's playing like the number 1 star and one of the top goalies he is. They won that game. Rick Nash had a couple. Series tied 2-2. MLB on this Memorial Day weekend, we take the time out to check out some numbers. Like the Yankees, who've dropped 5 straight. They're not playing the Game of Thrones. They're in the throes of that losing streak. They've dropped 9 of 10. And you got to wonder, what's up with CC Sabathia? You got to wonder. Maybe you don't have to wonder. Maybe you know. He's old. He's tired. He's thrown a lot of innings. He goes over 3 C notes, and he's done. That's all there is to it. And that for $23 million a year. And by the way, good for CC, right? He's got another 2 years left at about $50 million. What were you thinking, Steinbrenners? Hey, who's to knock the Yankees, huh? They're a money machine. Give it up. But don't you think they'd like to get out of that contract right now? Hey, anybody want CC? Just doesn't have it anymore. He got shelled yesterday. Yankees have been shelled so far by Texas. 2 straight games. Michael Pineda got lit up like a pinata. Or is it pinata? On Friday night. Hey, how about Max Scherzer, the free agent? 7-year, $210 million deal. Tigers let him go because they've got too much money tied up in 2 guys, Cabrera and Verlander. Max is 5-3, 1.67, holding up his end so far of that $30 million per. $30 million. You figure a major league starter gets 30 starts if they're healthy and they're able to do it. Max gets $1 million per start. $1 million every time he toes it up. How about Clayton Kershaw making 32.5? He's 2-3 this year. Great pitcher. Cy Young, MVP. He's only 27. You hope he gets his act together, at least the Dodgers do. But one thing about Clayton Kershaw, doesn't get it done in the playoffs. These guys are making over $1 million every time they take the hill. It's ungodly. It's wild. I just can't get over it. I really, really can't. Justin Verlander, $28 million a year. First year of a 6-year, $168 million deal. Guess how many wins he's got? Guess how many innings he's pitched? 0-0. Hasn't thrown. He's on the DL. Is that a great rehab assignment? Hey, Justin, take all the time you want to get that shoulder working. In the meantime, $28 million per. Sit down, relax, kick it around with Kate Upton. Do a little more than just kick it around. Okay, in golf, It's the Crown Plaza. We used to call it the Colonial. Anyway, the leader is Kevin Na, 32-year-old Kevin Na. He's got one win in 15 years in professional golf. So if you're wondering if Kevin Na is going to hold on to that one-shot lead, probably the answer is nah. Ian Poltergeist is one shot back. Jordan Spieth, soon-to-be 22-year-old Jordan Spieth, Masters champion, 6 under 5 back, as is the 52-year-old Vijay Singh. He's competing at 52. Do you know why Vijay is able to play every week? He's third all-time on the PGA money list. Top 5 guys get it. You got Tiger, you got Mickelson, you got Vijay, you got Furyk, and you got Ernie Els. By the way, Tiger Woods says he'll play in 2 weeks at Jack's Memorial Tournament. And while we're speaking of money, we can tell you T. Woods supposedly still owes ex-wife Ellen Nordegren over $50 million as part of that 2010 divorce settlement. Over 50 mil. T. Woods, I think it's time you start winning again, don't you think? Hey, look, the guy's got $600 million in the bank. He can afford it, but taking his time. Maybe that's how the arrangement went. Okay, finally, on this Memorial Day weekend, question for you. Are we supposed to care? 1, French Open. Roger Federer, he's in it. Won his first round match. He's got 17 majors. It's the record for the guys. And in the other WTFC event, they call it the Great American Race, the Indy 500 today. Guess who has the pole? Al Unser. 4-time champ. Did you know that Al Unser quit many years ago? Did you care? All right, Scott Dixon has the pole. Hey, a happy shout out and a very nice Memorial Day weekend to you. And a salute to the troops, the guys who really strapped it on, past and present. May you have a good one. We'll talk to you right here next time on The Walk.